Son, daughter, pay close attention to what I'm going to say now. Silence the noise of the world. Slow down for a moment the speed of this life that runs inside and outside of you. Breathe deeply. If you can, close your eyes and listen to me with your heart, because what I am going to say to you is not just a word. It is a call, a deep touch of my spirit within your soul. And before you say you are busy, that you are tired, that you have many things to resolve, you must know that I see. I see your constant race. I see your hands always busy. I see your body trying to take care of everything at the same time. I see your tired eyes trying to keep focus while the world demands more than your heart can bear. I see you trying to be strong for others while inside you are about to collapse. I see how you get up early, how you go to bed late, how you live trying to please, respond, solve, hold on, continue. But now, my son, my daughter, let me ask you something with love, but firmly. In the midst of all this, do you still remember me? Is it possible that in the avalanche of tasks, deadlines, goals, accounts, relationships, decisions, and noise, you still have room for the sound of my voice? Because I am still here. I've not moved from my place. I've not gone away. I've not been distracted. I'm the same one who walked with Enoch, the same one who spoke with Abraham in the early morning, the same one who descended in the burning bush before Moses, the same one who supported Elijah under the tree, the same one who dried Hannah's tears when no one else saw her pain, the same one who called Samuel in the silence of the night, the same one who looked at Peter even after his denial and said, "Feed my sheep." I am the one who searches the depths of the heart and knows every thought before it is formed. I am your Father. But tell me honestly, do you still listen to me? Or am I only remembered in moments of crisis, loss, anguish? Do you still invite me into your day, or do you only seek me when everything has already fallen apart? Are you living as someone who has me, or as someone who only believes in me from a distance? I know you have good intentions. I know you want to do well. I know many times it is the pressure of life that drags you, but I am the God who does not only look at your actions, I examine your motives, and I see that even doing so much, something is missing inside because your spirit feels nostalgia for me. Your heart, which one day was touched by me, misses the breeze of my presence. I see it. I feel it. You're trying to live with the tank of your soul empty. You're trying to stand with human strength without renewing your spirit in the source that I am. But how can a tree bear fruit if it is disconnected from the root? How can a river keep flowing if it is not connected to the spring? How can a lamp shine if it is disconnected from the energy? How can a body walk without breath? How can you live fully if you do not place me at the center? Son, daughter, I do not want to be your last resort. I want to be your first choice. I do not want to be remembered only on Sundays in services or in cries for help. I want to walk with you on Monday full of rush, on Tuesday without spirit, on suffocating Wednesday, on uncertain Thursday, on anguishing Friday, on lonely Saturday, and on all your days. Do you remember Martha? She was busy doing everything with good intention, preparing everything carefully. But Mary chose to stop, chose to sit at my feet, and I said, Mary has chosen the best part, and that part will not be taken away from her. It's not that Martha was wrong, it's that Mary understood the essence. She understood that before doing something for God, you have to be with God. And you, son, daughter, have you been with me? Have you fed on my word? Have you sought me sincerely? Have you reserved moments, even brief ones, just to listen to me? Or have you lived like someone who runs and runs without knowing where they're going? I do not want you to serve me out of obligation. I do not want you to carry me like a religious burden. I want you to desire me, to know me, to love me like someone who has found a hidden treasure in a field and sells everything to keep it. Because where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And if your heart is in what is temporary, despair will come when those things pass. But if your heart is in me, even if the world falls around you, you will remain firm. Have you noticed how the world absorbs you? How everything seems to want to occupy you, distract you, tire you? It is no coincidence. There is a spiritual system trying to steal your attention, your devotion, your faith. But today I call you to return. Return to the altar, return to intimacy, return to the secret place, return to where your soul finds rest. As David said, only in God does my soul find rest. From him comes my salvation. He alone is my rock and my salvation, my refuge. I will not be shaken. Today, I want to remind you who you are. You are not just one more in the crowd. You are not defined by your productivity. your position, your salary, your social media, or your comparisons. You are mine, chosen, set apart, marked with an eternal purpose. There is something in you that only flourishes when you are connected with me. You can conquer things with your own effort, but you will only live in fullness when you are rooted in me. Because without me, you can do nothing. I am the vine, you are the branch. Remain in me and there will be fruit. Separate yourself and emptiness will come. So my son, my daughter, slow down a little. Life is not a marathon to win applause. It is a journey to live with me. I do not want you to live only for goals. I want you to live with direction. And direction comes from above. Do not live reacting to chaos. Live responding to my voice. For those who are led by my spirit, they are my children and you are one of them. You belong to me. I am here, still here, waiting for you to look up, waiting for you to stop running after so many voices and finally listen to me. Because I speak intimately, I speak to the heart, I speak in whispers, I speak in silence. And now as you listen to this message, I am speaking to you. And if you feel your heart tighten, if something moves inside you, if tears want to come out without apparent reason, it is because my spirit is touching you. It is because there is something in you that recognizes this voice, because my sheep hear my voice and I know each one and I call them by name and I lead them to green pastures and I defend them in the valley and I protect them from the wolf's mouth. And even when one gets lost, I leave the 99 and go in search of the one who strayed. And if today you are that sheep, you must know I have come to seek you, no matter how far you have been. Listen to this with an open heart. My love always reaches, even if you have walked dark paths, tangled in wrong decisions, stumbled in mistakes that still weigh on your chest. I am still the one who knows every one of your steps. It does not matter how long it has been since you prayed. It does not matter if your knees no longer touch the ground, if your eyes no longer cry in my presence, if your mouth no longer pronounces my name with the same intimacy as before. I am still here. It does not matter how many failures you have accumulated, how many promises you did not keep, how many times you tried to change and could not. I'm not here to accuse you. I'm here to embrace you. I'm not the God of condemnation. I'm the God of reconciliation. And reconciliation does not begin with human strength. It begins with a broken heart. It begins when you stop and say, Father, I have returned. Maybe you have distanced yourself because of wounds, disappointments, frustrations, or distractions. Maybe you have grown cold because of sin, routine, pain. Maybe you got lost trying to please the world, trying to be accepted, trying to be strong on the outside while falling inside. But what matters now is that I am calling you. I do not bring you back to the point of your fall to shame you, but to lift you up. I call you not to expose your wounds, but to heal them. I call you not because I rejected you, but because I never stopped waiting for you. With eternal love I have loved you. That is why I have drawn you with mercy. And if today, right now, you hear my voice, do not harden your heart. Because hardness of heart is what prevents the rain from falling, the seed from sprouting, the river from flowing. But when your heart opens, even if it is cracked, even if it is wounded, even if it is fragile, I enter, I make myself present, I clean the house inside, I sit at the table, I prepare the bread of reconciliation, I pour the wine of restoration, because to the one who opens the door, I will enter and dine with him, and he with me. I did not come for the healthy, I came for the tired, for the broken, for those who can no longer pretend. I came for you. Now, before sleeping, or maybe before returning to the race of the day, in this brief moment where your soul finally silences, I only ask one thing. Give me your heart, that's all. You don't need to impress me with long prayers. You don't need to pretend everything is fine. You don't need to hide what I already see. You don't need to dress in religiosity. I don't want your garments, I want your inside. I don't want your perfection. I want your truth. I don't want your performance, I want your surrender. Just give me your heart. And when you give it to me, even if it is in pieces, I will restore it. Even if it is wounded, I will heal it. Even if it is dirty, I will wash it. Even if it is heavy, I will lighten it. Because I am God and nothing, absolutely nothing, is impossible for me. I transform ashes into beauty. I change weeping into dancing. I make what seemed dead bloom. I make rivers spring in the desert and open paths in the impossible. I do not look at your past to condemn you. I look at your future with hope. I do not dwell on your falls. I rejoice in your new beginnings. I am the God who still believes in you because I formed you, because I know you, because I love you. And it is not a passing love, it is eternal love. Love that is not offended, love that does not retreat, love that embraces when the world points fingers, love that holds when everything falls apart, love that transforms the sinner into a child, love that rebuilds stories, love that redefines destinies. My son, my daughter, leave that rush for a moment, leave that weight, leave that self-punishment, leave that fear, leave that past. Return to the secret place where only you and I know what happens. Return to the altar where the flame of faith can still be lit. Return to me because I never stopped being here. Maybe you have gone around in circles, maybe you have been to many places, but my direction remains the same, a humble and contrite heart. And today is the day of a new beginning. Today is the day of reconnection. Today is the day of rebirth. Today is the day of decision. Today is the day the heavens lean down over you to remind you there is still time, there is still promise, there is still grace, there is still a way, and I am ready. I am waiting. I am with open arms, not to judge you, but to welcome you, to give you rest when tiredness has become routine, to give you direction when your steps seem uncertain, to give you life when your heart is already numb. Because in me, your heart finds home, your spirit finds rest, your soul finds peace. And not just any peace, but the peace that surpasses all understanding, the peace that does not depend on circumstances, the peace that silences the voices of guilt, anxiety, fear, and hurry, the peace that is born from knowing you are loved, the peace that is born from knowing you are seen, the peace that is born from knowing you are mine. So now, breathe deeply. Close your eyes for a moment and listen to that voice inside you that whispers, I am still here. Yes, I am still here, even when you thought I had gone, even when you believed you didn't deserve to return, even when everything around you said it was too late. I am still here with eyes fixed on you, with a heart full of love, with outstretched hands, with heaven open, with promises still alive, with plans still underway, with dreams you yourself have forgotten, but that I still remember. Because what I wrote for your life, no one can erase. No fall cancels my call. No mistake is greater than my grace. Now lift your head, breathe, surrender, and return, because your place has always been here, and I am waiting for you, not with accusations, but with celebration, like the father of the prodigal son, with a new robe, with a ring on the finger, with sandals on the feet, with a prepared table, with restored joy, with restored honor, with all of heaven celebrating your return, because today, my son, my daughter, you decided to come back, and that changes everything. You have taken the first step by listening, by opening your heart to this call. But now the journey deepens. It is not enough to simply hear. You must begin to cultivate a daily rhythm that nurtures your soul. This rhythm is not about rigid schedules or legalistic rules, but about intentional moments that invite me into your ordinary life. It is in these moments that transformation begins, not in grand gestures, but in small acts of surrender. Consider the quiet moments before sleep, when the world's noise fades and your thoughts settle. This is a sacred space where you can lay down your burdens, not just in prayer, but in honest conversation. Speak to me as you would to a trusted friend. Share your fears, your hopes, your failures, and your dreams. Do not hide what feels messy or unworthy. I'm not repelled by your brokenness. I'm drawn to it because it reveals your need for me. As you do this, watch how your perspective begins to shift. The weight of your worries may not vanish immediately, but a new strength will rise within you, a strength that does not come from your own effort, but from the quiet assurance of my presence. This strength will help you face each day with a steadier heart, even when circumstances remain challenging. You may find that certain relationships in your life have become sources of stress rather than support. This is a painful reality, but it is also an invitation to bring those relationships into the light of my love. Pray for wisdom and courage to set healthy boundaries where necessary and to extend grace where possible. Remember, love does not mean enduring harm. It means seeking the well-being of both yourself and others. In the midst of your responsibilities, do not neglect the care of your own spirit. Just as your body requires rest and nourishment, so does your soul. Find ways to replenish yourself, whether through moments of solitude, creative expression, or simply breathing deeply and noticing the beauty around you. These are not indulgences, but necessities for a life lived in connection with me. When doubts arise, and they will, do not push them away in shame or fear. Instead, bring them to me openly. Doubt is not the enemy of faith, it is often the doorway to deeper understanding. I welcome your questions and your struggles because they reflect a heart-seeking truth. Together, we can walk through uncertainty into clarity. You might feel overwhelmed by the enormity of the world's needs and your own limitations. This is a common struggle, but I remind you that your calling is not to carry the entire burden alone. Trust me to guide your steps and to provide the resources and people needed for the work I have placed before you. Your role is to be faithful in the small things, and I will multiply your efforts beyond what you can imagine. In your moments of silence, listen not only for my voice, but also for the stirrings of your own heart. What passions, longings, or gifts have you buried beneath the demands of life? These are not accidents, but clues to the unique purpose I have designed for you. Embrace them, nurture them, and allow them to blossom in my timing. Do not be discouraged by setbacks or failures. Every stumble is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to lean more fully on me. I do not measure your worth by your achievements, but by your willingness to return to me again and again. This perseverance is the mark of a resilient spirit, one that will bear fruit in due season. As you walk this path, cultivate gratitude, not as a superficial practice, but as a deep recognition of my faithfulness in your life. Gratitude opens your eyes to the gifts hidden even in hardship and shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance. It is a powerful antidote to despair and a gateway to joy. Remember that you are never alone. Even when you feel isolated or misunderstood, I am with you. My presence surrounds you like a shield. My love enfolds you like a warm embrace. Reach out to others who share this journey, for community is a vital source of encouragement and strength. Let your life be a testimony not of perfection, but of grace. Share your story honestly, including the struggles and the victories. Your authenticity will inspire others to seek me and to find hope in their own brokenness. There is power in vulnerability because it reveals the reality of my transforming love. In times of decision, seek my guidance with a humble heart. Do not rush or rely solely on your own understanding. Wait patiently, trusting that I will make the path clear in the right moment. This patience is a discipline that cultivates peace amid uncertainty. You may wonder how to balance ambition with surrender. It is not a contradiction, but a dance. When fear threatens to paralyze you, remember that courage is not the absence of fear, but the choice to move forward despite it. I am your courage, your shield, your ever-present help. Call on me in those moments, and you will find strength beyond your own. As you grow in intimacy with me, your desires will align more closely with my heart. This alignment brings clarity and peace, even when the world around you is chaotic. It is a deep knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, doing what you are called to do. Do not underestimate the power of prayer, not just as a list of requests, but as a dialogue that shapes your soul. In prayer, you are invited into partnership with me, co-laboring for healing, justice, and restoration in your world. Your faith journey is uniquely yours. Avoid comparing yourself to others or measuring your progress by external standards. I see your heart, your efforts, and your growth. Celebrate the milestones, no matter how small, and trust that I am at work, even in the unseen moments. As you face trials, remember that these are not punishments, but refining fires. They purify your faith, deepen your dependence on me, and produce perseverance.